Very well then. I know who did it.
You do?
And furthermore, I'm going to tell you how it was all done. Follow me! Now, in order to help you understand what happened, I'm going to have to take you through the events of the evening, step by step. Now, at the beginning of the night, Yvette was standing here by herself, dusting. I was in the hall. I know, because I was there. Then the doorbell rang, and it was you.
Yes?
Yes, and I asked you for your coat, and I addressed you as Colonel Mustard, and I prevented you from telling me your real name because I wanted none of you to use nothing other than your pseudonyms, and I introduced myself to you as the butler, and then we went to the dining room! And then Yvette met you and offered you a drink, which you refused, and then the doorbell rang! And it was Miss White, and she walked in looking all sweet and innocent, and then we went back to the dining room. And I introduced Miss White to Colonel Mustard, hello, hi, and then there was a crash of thunder, and a dash of lightning, and, to make a long story short,
Too late!
you all arrived and sat down to dinner. And Miss White sat here, and Miss Peacock sat here, and Little Miss Sunshine sat here.
Get on with it!
Sorry, the point of all this is the Sol 100 2008 Spring Concert.
But all this didn't come out until after dinner in the billiard room.
You're right! And Miss White sat here, Professor Plum sat here, and Miss Brown and Miss Sunshine.
Get on with it!
I'm getting there. Mr. Body was about to reveal who had ruined the concert when the lights went out.
Not again.
Howard! Mr. Body lay on the floor unconscious with a single shoe lying by his head. We determined there was none of us who could have committed this dastardly deed, so we decided it was best if we all split up and searched the house to find this phantom assailant. You, Professor Plum, and you, Miss White, were with Little Miss Sunshine during the time of her disastrous laugh attack.
It wasn't me.
Whoever it was had a strange sense of humor. Next was Yvette, a sweet French housemaid.
But she was a freshman. Who would want to get rid of her? She couldn't have ruined the concert.
But it didn't stop there. No. No, there were two more victims to follow. First was the sweet and innocent Miss Brown, who was perplexingly pounced upon by a apparently perspicacious pooch. And then there was the ninja.
Actually, I prefer Kevin.
Anyway, then the ninja took a serious spill on a banana peel, leaving him down for the count.
But that still doesn't explain anything.
Doesn't explain anything.
We're back to this again.
You all had a motive.
What?
Yes. Each of you knew each other. Each of you had a particular assignment to make sure that the Song 100 concert went as planned.
So who was it, dude?
Miss White. Yvette knew that you were in charge of advertising for the concert, didn't she?
But you can't say it was my fault. There were so many things that went wrong before the concert.
But that didn't keep you disposing of Yvette in order to keep her from revealing your role in the destruction of the concert.
Unbelievable. Because of you, no one knew when our concert was.
I wouldn't speak so fast, Mr. Green. You were the one who knocked out Little Miss Sunshine.
No way, dude. I'm all about peace and love, you dig?
The same peace and love that kept you going to the ice capades and the environmental rallies kept you from attending practice after practice. Sunshine covered for you again and again. She knew that your lack of attendance was a reason that Song didn't have a concert that semester, and you weren't about to let her blame you.
Not cool, man.
That's right, because you missed practice after practice. We weren't ready on time. If you would have just come to practice, we would have been able to have our concert.
Says the kettle to the pot.
I object.
To what? I haven't even begun. You were the one in charge of reserving a room for the concert, and you forgot. Miss Brown knew you were the one in charge, and you fed her to the dogs.
You think you're so smart, don't you, Butler? So, it was a plot between the three of you.
They weren't alone. Miss Match, you managed to go mostly unnoticed throughout the night following Miss Scarlet's every move, but you got away, didn't you? Long enough to sneak a fruit under the ninja.
Well, I never.
But that still doesn't explain who got Mr. Body.
Well, that was easy. I did. It was me. Mr. Body knew that it was really my fault that the concert didn't happen because I forgot to schedule the sound equipment. He had threatened to expose me, And I figured each of you would feel just guilty enough to make my job easy. So yes, I was the one who got Mr. Body in the billiard room with the shoe.
So, now that we know, what do we do?
Well, we could all just walk away and never talk about this again.
No. Now that the cat's out of the bag, we have to do what we were meant to do that fateful spring. We need to have an a cappella concert.
But where do we start?
Easy. We've been having one for the last 2 hours.
Now all that's left is the grand finale.
Well, let's go.
Yeah!